Dear brothers of this beautiful planet, I am Anamani, a solar being. Being here today is a very important reason for us. When I say we, I mean all solar beings. In fact, it's not just me and others, we're all one. In naming me, I just followed a ritual you're used to, where you prefer to know exactly who you're talking to. But don't see me as just a single being. We don't have this concept of unity among us. We are always the all, only one, a great energy working through the universe and its inhabitants. If you want to name me and call me by that name that I mentioned, I tell you that we will all be ready to listen to you. Or if you just want to call us as solar beings, we will also be ready for every request you make. We try to bring you ideas and concepts that make you understand, as far as possible, how things happen in the universe. So, making a parallel with your world, we can say that our home is the central sun of Alcyon. There we exist and act. Our consciousnesses can spread across the universe without borders and without distances. Each of us, or as I said, we the all, one, can bring messages where our teachings and ideas are needed. We can say that right now, you are being watched every second. If we have been observing this planet for a long time and acting on it, we can say that our performance has increased, that more light is coming to this planet. As we have said before, the light that arrives reaches the hearts, and each open heart that allows itself to receive this light, begins a process of evolution, a process of extreme anguish because it starts to see things in a much more true and real way, and begins to realize how much he was wrong. How much he accepted the lies and complied with them. Many, upon perceiving such thoughts, revolt, and find and believe, and are induced to believe that they are possessed, that evil thoughts are hovering in their minds, and unfortunately they close down and start to be supported exactly by those they fear so much. Many don't understand anything, they turn to God for Him to explain to them what happens in their minds and hearts. And to these a great legion of angels is in charge of showing them the truth and calming their hearts and minds. And each one of these is starting its path of evolution. It won't be an easy journey, but it will be a journey that will allow you, if followed correctly, to reach the fifth dimension. We have another large group, who are those who already know the truth, who have already been exposed to it, and within this group, some are concerned with continuing their journeys, following the road that will lead them to ascension. And these are being led and supported by more angels who help them, with each step taken, to stay there. However, there are always those whose beliefs are not very well founded. They are those who get carried away by the opinions of others. They want to be part of a large group, but deep down they don't feel or believe in anything. They just place themselves as awake and as knowing the whole truth. But deep down they fear and distrust everything they have learned and heard. And this group, instead of advancing the process, joins that first group that I mentioned, gives strength to those who manipulated your planet so much. We are all aware of everything that happens on this planet, but as already said here by countless beings of light, this planet has free will, which is an experience given to each soul of having its own choice, of being able to choose the path next. We cannot break this rule because this was the project created by Father/Mother God. And all of us are given the obligation to respect it, and as evolved beings that we are, this is no problem for any of us. So don't think that nothing is happening around your planet. Much more light is coming, so that it presses hearts even more to the truth, and that they can see exactly everything that exists on your planet. We don't interfere with choices, we just tear off the veils, show the lies and highlight the truth. It will be up to the souls of this planet, of these two groups, the first, who are starting the journey, and the second who are already on it and want to continue the task of spreading love and peace on the planet. No, you are not few and you are not without strength. Do the part of each of you. Never forget that you are all one. You all have the spark of Father/Mother God in your hearts, and as you have this spark, you have all the powers of Father/Mother God, among them, only one. Being able to reverberate all over the planet depends on the intensity of what is done. If it is done with love, with surrender, it will surely fill the entire grid around the planet, and every heart will receive this spark of love that you have emanated. So never, at any time, think that you can do nothing. On the contrary, you can do everything, and it is at this moment that those pillars of light need to act. You are already pillars, so connect with each other, create a great web around the planet and emanate love. Only that. Don't try to invent words, invent phrases, focus on something. The objective is only one: emanate more. This is the key, this is the great wisdom. And what is emanating love in our vision? It's loving everyone, it's loving the planet. And when I say love everyone, I mean unconditional love. So it's loving even those you condemn. There can be no separation, it has to be unconditional love. That's why it's not worth creating sentences, it's not worth creating mantras, concepts. What you need to do is emanate love. When I tell you not to create sentences, I mean you humans. When a being of light gives you something, you only interpret it as words, but it contains a block of energy of pure unconditional love. And when you repeat those words, you form this block, and it joins with so many others across the planet, forming one big block. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you creating sentences. It's not necessary. Every moment you remember, put your hands on your spiritual hearts and just think, I send out love to all my brothers and to the entire planet. And see your love spreading across the planet, as if it were a drop of water on a little earth. This drop of water hydrates that earth without discriminating any molecules existing there. So see this love emanating from you, surrounding the planet, without leaving out a point. The love will win. You will get it through love. Forget the reason, forget what happens outside, unite for love, unite for light. Each one of you who does this will reverberate through the entire energy grid of the planet, diminishing the potency of those who want the exact opposite. See this planet wrapped in a big ball of pink light, full of love. This love, emanated by each one of you. The human mind is capable of many things. What you call imagination, we call consciousness, and this consciousness, when emanating from the depths of your hearts, it is capable of producing whatever it wants. So breathe in love, exhale love. Don't use other phrases, don't use other words, just love. Only love is able to destroy anything that is not of the light. Believe me, we are all attentive, each within their competence, doing whatever it takes, so that every human on this planet can have the option of choosing to see the truth and join it, or continue living in illusion and pleasures. Ephemeral. This sentence has already been said, but it fits a lot right now. The chaff is being separated from the wheat, and not too long from now, in your linear time, you will be able to instantly perceive who is chaff and who is wheat. But it will also be up to each of you to exercise unconditional love. Don't judge, don't criticize, don't try to make him change, because everything is a matter of choice. And of course, at this moment, everyone is already doing their own thing. Peace with you. Thank you for watching.